We continue now at the top of Daf Kuf Hey Amud Aleph Maseches Eruvin. This is Eruvin Daf 105a. The Gemara was just discussing the Machlokas Ben Nanas and Rabbi Akiva in the Mishnah. Rabbi Akiva said that even if you find the sheretz in the Azara, you need to take it out of the Beis HaMikdash on Shabbos. Ben Nanas said no, in the Azara you just leave it there, you put a pot over it, you put a bowl over it. But if you find it in the area of the Heichel or the area of the Ulam or between the Ulam and the Mizbeach, then that's when you need to take it out. So the Gemara had suggested that the machlokas between Ben Nanas and Rabbi Akiva, they're actually arguing over the statement that Shmuel made. Shmuel said that if you have a sheretz tameh and you bring it into the Beis HaMikdash, you're potter. So the Gemara suggested if you hold you're really potter, that follows Ben Nanas. Ben Nanas says you don't need to remove it from the Azara. But Rabbi Akiva holds no, you bring a sheretz into the Beis HaMikdash, you're actually chayiv, so you even need to remove it from the Azara. So now the Gemara says, Amar Rabbi Yochanan says, the way Rashi understands Rabbi Yochanan, Amar Rabbi Yochanan le'inyan iyule kuli alma hamachnis sheretz chayiv. The way Rashi understands Rabbi Yochanan, in terms of bringing a sheretz into the Mikdash, it could be everybody disagrees with Shmuel. Everyone says if you bring a sheretz in your chayiv. But they're arguing about whether when you have a sheretz already in the Azara, do you need to bring it out on Shabbos? And that's a machlokas based on the following pasuk. They're both darshaning the following pasuk. This is a pasuk in Divrei Hayam. It says, "Vayavo hakohanim lepnima beis Hashem latar vayotziu es kol hatom asher matzu beichel Hashem lechatzer beis Hashem vayikavu halavim lahotzi lenachal kidron chutza." This is talking about the fact that the kohanim and the Levim, they removed the avodah zara that was in the Beis HaMikdash when they returned to the Beis HaMikdash. Rashi over here says, "Vayavo hakohanim pnimi beis Hashem beheichol vayotziu hatoma avodah zara v'tikravoseh shem metamin bo'el lechatzer beis Hashem azara." They removed the avodah zara and the other things that were associated with avodah zara. Vayikavlu halavim lahotzi misham lenachal kidron. Then it suddenly switches from the kohanim to the Levim. Aval kohanim acherim lo metamin. You don't have other kohanim take out from the Azara, you have the Levim do it. Kohanim take from the Heichel to the Azara. And then from the Azara onward, it's the Levim who take it out to Nachal Kidron and not the Kohanim. And so they're arguing about how to understand the reasoning from this in this pasuk. Ben Nanas holds, since we're suddenly switching in the Azara to have the Levim do it instead of the Kohanim, you see that when it's in the Azara, we don't take it out in an Avera situation. We look for the heter way to take it out. So on Shabbos also, we're not going to do an Isser D'Rabbanan in order to get it out of the Azara. That was Ben Nanas' understanding of the pasuk, and Rabbi Akiva, of course, has a different understanding, which we'll see in a moment. So Ma'ar Savar, one person holds, Midishtani Ba'azara B'Levim, Tumah Ba'azara Leka, from the fact that the Kohanim are no longer taking out the Tumah, and rather it is the Levim who take it out of the Azara, that shows that there's no problem of Tumah in the Azara. Rashi says, Tumah Ba'azara Lesa Kalamar Hecha Di'isa Hasam Lo Chamira Kulihai. When you have Tumah in the Azara, it's not so strict, so we don't have the Kohanim do it anymore. Now we have the Levim do it. Umar Savar, but Rabbi Akiva holds, no, Ad Heicha Delo Efshar B'Levim Mafki Kohanim. In a situation where Levim can't take it out, then you have the Kohanim do it, because Levim are not supposed to go in certain areas of the Beis HaMikdash. Hashda De Efshar B'Levim Sula Matami Kohanim. Once the Levim are able to do it, why should we have Kohanim become Tamei? Rashi explains, Delo Efshar B'Heichel Lo Aile Levim. Levim are not allowed to go in the Heichel. The Afila Kohanim Astir L'Meil Ela Lavoda. Even Kohanim are really only allowed to go into Heichel for Avoda purposes. K'nechsev V'al Yavo B'Chol Eisel HaKodesh. The Heichel Mi Beis LaParoch Hazel L'Fnai V'L'Fnim. So Sula Mataminon L'Kohanim Shari Efshar B'Levim. If it's possible to do it with Levim, you do it with Levim. Avolashuya at Orsa Lo, but to delay until evening, to delay until after Shabbos, according to Rabbi Akiva, of course you don't do that. You would take it out if you find the sheretz in the Azara. Gemara now continues with a brisa. Tanu Rabbanan, we learned in a brisa. Hakol nichnasen behechol livnos l'saken or lahotzias hatuma. Anyone can enter the heichel to build things, to fix things, to take out tumah. U'mitzvah v'kohanim, but it's a mitzvah to use kohanim for this purpose. Im ein sham kohanim nichnasen levim. If there are no kohanim, the levim should do it. Ein sham levim nichnasen Yisraelim. If there's no levim, Yisraelim should do it. V'idi tahorin in tamein lo. And in all situations, it should be people who are pure and not people who are tamei. Amar Rav Huna says, Rav Kahana Mesayeya Kahani. Rav Kahana used to support Kohanim, meaning he used to prefer, as we'll see in a moment, he would prefer that Kohanim do it over Yisraelim. As it says, the Tani, Rav Kahana, because Rav Kahana taught, Mitoch Shenemar, because it says in the Pasuk, Ach el haparoches lo yavo. It says that they shouldn't go to the paroches, talking about a Kohen who's a Baal Mum. Yocho lo yu kohanim baalei mumen nichnasin bein ha'ulam v'lamizbeach lasos rikue pachim. I might think that Kohanim who are Baalei Mumen, they should not enter between the ulam and the mizbeach in order to make these beaten plates of metal, these beaten plates of gold that they used to manufacture. Talmud Lomar Ach, Pasuk says Ach, which is like an exclusion, saying only for certain issues they cannot go into this area, but for others they can. Mitzvah v'tamimim. So Rav Kahana, again, Rav Kahana was a Kohen, and he's supporting the Kohanim here. He says the mitzvah is for Kohanim who are manufacturing these items to be not with blemish. Ein sham tamimim. Now, if you don't have Kohanim who are tamimim, nichnasin baalei mumin, then even Kohanim who have a blemish should do it. Mitzvah v'tahorin, better to use pure Kohanim. Ein sham tahorin. If you don't have pure Kohanim, nichnasin tamein, then you can use tamei Kohanim. Idi v'idi Kohanim in Yisraelim lo. In all situations, better to use Kohanim than Yisraelim. Meaning, according to Rav Kahana, better to use Kohanim with a mum or Kohanim who are tamei than to use Yisraelim even if they are tar. Iboilu, they asked the following question: Tamei ubal mum ezumei nichnas. If you have a Kohen who's tamei and a Kohen who's a Baal Mum, which one is preferred? Rav Chia Barashi Amarav Tamei nichnas. Rav Chia Barashi says in the name of Rav that tamei should enter to ha'ishtri ba'avodas tzibur, because Kohanim who are tamei are permitted when you have a tzibur carbon. Rav Elazar says Baal Mum nichnas, that the person with the mum should enter to ha'ishtri ba'achilas kachim, because if someone who has a mum is still allowed to eat kachim. And the Gemara continues at the two dots. Rabbi Shimon Omer v'chulu. Rabbi Shimon in the Mishnah made a statement which is difficult to understand what it means, and now the Gemara explains it. Rabbi Shimon heicha koi. What is Rabbi Shimon going on? The Gemara explains Hasam Kai is going on the following Mishnah over there. That's not, it says in the Mishnah, Misha hechshich chutz l'tchum. Let's say somebody finds himself right when Shabbos starts outside of the tchum. Afilu ama achas lo yikanes. Even if he's one ama outside of the tchum, he cannot enter. Rabbi Shimon says, Afilu chamesh esrei ama yikanes. Even if he's 15 amos outside of the tchum, he could enter. Lefi sheina meshuchos mematzenes hamidos memneatoim. Because the measurement line of where the tchum ends was not exact, because there were some mistakes that were made. There are two versions of what it means there was a mistake. Either it means they may have made a mistake in terms of their measurement, so they gave a little bit, they made the space a little bit less than it really is. Another version is there are some people that make a mistake and might leave the tchum again, so they made the tchum a little shorter than it really is. There really is an extra 15 amos or so of leeway. So that's what Rabbi Shimon is going on. The Ka'amar Tanakama lo yikanes. Tanakama said even one amma outside the tchum you can't enter. V'yamar le Rabbi Shimon yikanes. And Rabbi Shimon says back, no, he is allowed to enter. Rashi will explain exactly the flow of Rabbi Shimon's words, because the next two dots is also a continuation of the statement of Rabbi Shimon. Shelo hitiru lach ela misham shavus. Rabbi Shimon says the only thing we allowed is shavus. Hey Chakai, what's Rabbi Shimon going on in that part of the statement? Hasam Kai is going on the following: the Kamar Tanakama, because the Tanakama said koshra. If you have a harp that snaps in the Beis HaMikdash, so you're allowed to tie it with a knot to fix it. V'yamar le Rabbi Shimon onva, and as we said earlier, Rabbi Shimon says you tie a bow. So Rabbi Shimon is saying, Aniva de lo asi lidei chiyav chatos shari. I allow a bow because that's not an isur doraisa. Sharu le rabbanon, so the rabbanon allow it. Kshira dasi lidei chiyav chatos lo sharu le rabbanon. But tying a knot, which is a chiyav chatos, the rabbanon did not allow. And Rashi over here explains, Yikones the mishalcha nasnulach. That's the phrase of Rabbi Shimon. We give you your own. Meaning, what Rabbi Shimon was saying was shekvarhu besoch tchumo. The reason why I allow the guy to enter when he's within 15 amos is because he really is already in the tchum. Rabbi Shimon in this Mishnah is trying to explain what he said earlier. Rabbi Shimon is saying, don't think I'm being lenient when it comes to the prohibitions of Shabbos. I'm giving him what he really already has. The reason why Rabbi Shimon says it over here, even though this argument took place a while ago, is because the mission of Kinor was very recent. Koshra benimas Kinor shenifsika. Again, it said you tie a knot with this harp that breaks. Upalig Rabbi Shimon v'yamar bebraisa onva. Rabbi Shimon said you do a bow. V'yamar hacha taimo lemilsa. And now Rabbi Shimon is explaining what he said in the braisa. Why do I only allow a bow? Upalig atana dela'el. And here Rabbi Shimon argues on the Tana and is strict. V'yamar lohutru b'mikdash ala shavus. Rabbi Shimon says, no, we only allow a d'Rabbanan. Uvetarti miflaga milsa Rabbi Shimon reisha b'machshech chutz l'tchum v'seifa b'nei maskinor. Rabbi Shimon's point is I argued in two cases. I argued about a person outside the tchum, and I argued about how to fix a harp. V'hachi kama Rabbi Shimon l'Tanakama. And this is what Rabbi Shimon is saying to the Tanakama. You should know, even though I was lenient by the guy who finds himself outside of the tchum, Ma'achmer ani b'nei maskinor. I'm strict in a different case. I'm strict by the situation of the harp. Dehasa mishalchan nasnulach, because over there we gave you what you already had. He really is already in the tchum. Avalkan lo itira elishvus. But here, the only thing that's allowed is a derabanan, not a doraisa. Kshira da'asyu lidei chiyav chatas b'medina. Kshira, not which if it's a chiyav chatas outside of the Beis Hamikdash, gezeira shema yikshar kasher shel kayama. Meaning outside the Beis Hamikdash, we have an issue that maybe you're going to end up tying a kasher shel kayama. That's why it's a gezeira. It comes to a chiyav chatas, so we don't allow it. But aniva, where even if you would do it, it's never going to come to a chiyav chatas, so that we do not allow. Hadron Allah Hamotzi Tefillin. That is the end of Hamotzi Tefillin. We'll return to you, Perak Hamotzi Tefillin. Uslik Allah Maseches Erevin. We have finished Maseches Erevin. If you are enjoying this channel and you finished the Masechta together with us, please take a look at the description box below to see how you can support this channel. Please share, like, and subscribe. And Hatzlacha Rabbah.